Welcome, Sagittarius. We're doing your mid-month tarot forecast for February 2025. It is a general reading, so always trust yourself what resonates, leave what does not. Big welcome to those that are new to my channel, those that follow me regularly. Love your support. If you do enjoy my readings, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Show the love, hit that like button and the notification bell to get notified when your next star sign readings up on my channel. Now, there's still one prize winner from last month yet to claim their prize. So, Shelley Conti, if you're listening, you won the Dolphin Swarovski wind chime. So, you do need to get in touch. Email's going to pop up here as well as down below. You won it for being our new subscriber in January. Now, there is another competition running in February. So, there's quite a few prizes up for grabs. Firstly, there's this very beautiful Labradorite pendant. Now that will go to a new subscriber on my channel during the month. Nothing else you need to do. You'll automatically go in the draw. There's also two very beautiful leather-bound tribal notebooks up for grabs. They'll go to two positive community members that stand out during the month. So just show up as your natural, beautiful selves. Winners will be announced first week in March. Make sure to come back and check and see if you are a winner. It's announced on the community tab, as well as in your star sign videos. All right, let's dive in. And my personal readings are open. If you need extra guidance and support at this time, do reach out. Booking links on here, as well as down below. All right, we're pulling you essential energy from the beautiful Heart and Soul Oracle. Oh, there's a lot going on with this. There's a beautiful tree with lots of love hearts in it, but the moon's coming through very strongly. Oh, it says stop focusing on this situation for a while and just bring your awareness within. Close your eyes, relax, and let go. Take a walk in a park, do whatever it takes to detach. A solution will soon become obvious and all will work out fine. So some of you are a little bit too focused on a certain issue or problem in your life, maybe not being able to find a solution to it, and Spirit saying when you switch off, it's going to come to you and flow to you more easily. All right, let's have a look at 4 key areas of focus for you, and then we'll pull your lots clarifiers. Oh, some of you need to cleanse your energy. You've pulled purification. Now, this could be the physical body. So a bit of a health and fitness kick. It could be what you're saying to yourself around your mindset. It could be the emotional waters. Oh yeah, because you've also pulled purity, which is the white wolf. So when we pull this card, it's about releasing things from the past that you're still recycling through. Past is over. So all we can do is either learn a lesson from it and go, it was there to teach me something about myself or my life, or it was just, part of life experiences. Yeah. So it's Spirit saying, kind of got to let those things go. Mostly when we pull the purity card, it's about negative life experiences that we've gone through. Yeah. When we keep bringing it back into the present moment, all you're doing is reliving a past experience, right? And dragging yourself down versus lifting yourself up. Spirit wants you to come back to a place of inner peace, which is something we cultivate on a daily basis. You've also got community, which is connecting more with others. Now, this could be groups you're joining. It could be friends, catching up with other people. All right, let's have a look at your spiritual guidance. We've got the lapis lazuli star, which is so beautiful. I mean, lapis lazuli goes all the way back to ancient Egypt. They used it a lot in their jewelry, their temples, the pyramids. My inner vision guides my higher purpose. So there's certainly a focus on the third eye chakra there. Spirit saying when you clear your energy, you're going to see things more clearly. And you've got the oracle, which is using your divination tool. Some of you are reading your own oracle cards. I mean, you're listening to it now in terms of deriving your spiritual guidance. You may do it for self, you may do it for others. For some of you, it brings you a great sense of peace. It's very uplifting. Oh, we got the triple star grid. There's so much here about you being in your higher states of consciousness. This is all about ascension in your higher states of consciousness. Yeah. Some of you may be wanting to join spiritual groups, find your soul tribe, like-minded people. You've also got the Temple, which is all about home. I no longer search outside of self for home, which means feeling really content within self, cultivating your own sense of happiness and peace. All right, let's put you some clarifiers with the Energy Oracle. Let's have a look at purification here and your inner vision guiding your higher purpose. Okay, Spirit, asking for you to consistently move yourself forward and take action. Okay, because some of you are procrastinating, holding yourself at a place where there's two pathways to go, right? A decision to make. Do I go left? Do I go right? There's never a wrong choice. You can always correct your course later on. There's always a payoff in procrastinating. It means you don't need to move yourself forward. Or for some of you, there's some kind of job offer or contract coming in. It could also be you're waiting on something to come in so that you can move forward. I mean, a contract can be something in the legal system. It can be sale of an asset. Let's have a look at this indecision. Oh, Spirit's saying you got the world at your feet. There are no limitations except where you're holding yourself stuck. So a new life chapter wants to happen. It can represent travel, possibly considering wanting to take a trip. It represents expansion and growth. All right, let's have a look at purity, which is cleansing your energy, releasing things from the past. Yeah, when you do that, your door to personal healing and happiness is opening. Some of you may be actively working on healing self. Oh, and your door to spirit's opening. So some of you engaging more in your spiritual side, spiritual practices, spirit's watching you back. And again, you've got community. So there's definitely a desire or a need to connect with others, particularly if you've been isolating yourself for a while. It's part of your healing journey is connecting with others, feeling comfortable in that space. All right, let's have a look at you finding inner peace, doing your spiritual practices, reading your own oracle cards. Oh, there's a thinking man here who's also spiritual. Guys, this can represent self. Being proud of your spiritual side. Yeah, big message about being in balance. You've got yin and yang here. This is about your energy. It's also about your masculine and feminine energies being in balance. And there's man holding a heart. There's definitely a love interest here. Guys, this can represent you wanting love. Spirit's saying you're going to meet this person when you join a group out in community. Even if it's related to your spiritual side, you're going to meet someone who's also spiritual. All right, let's have a look at you. Being in your higher states of consciousness. Okay. Got the journey card here. There's a lot of transformation going on. Some of you definitely wanting to go on a trip, plan a trip. For some of you, it could be a retreat you want to go to. There is some anxiety going on, either about this trip or wanting to take, do some kind of retreat that gets you out of anxiety. It's a very healthy thing to do. There's a beautiful loving connection here. Some of you are already in this love relationship. For others, you're wanting that connection. Spirit's saying there's something you need to walk away from. It's no longer serving you. Let's have a look at the anxiety. Oh, it's around lack. Feeling like there's something lacking in your life. Some of you is directly related to financial constraints. So it could certainly be something where you want to go on a trip, you've been invited on a trip, you're worrying about whether or not you can afford it, and Spirit's saying the solution's going to come. You're going to have victory over that. All right, let's have a look at community here and connecting with others. Well, you've got your throat chakra here. So Spirit's saying don't be afraid to express yourself, to voice your opinions, particularly if you're joining groups where it's all about discussions and like spiritual groups. It's also going to help you open up your throat chakra. Okay, there is some kind of hostilities going on here. We'll dive into that. Okay, and you've got woman holding a coin. So girls, feeling financially secure and stable. So there will be an improvement in your finances. Let's have a look at these hostilities. Okay, interesting. You got woman holding a heart, man holding a heart. There's a divine pair here. Again, why is there hostilities coming through? Okay, Spirit's saying it's up to you to bring yourself into balance. So you're always going to encounter people where maybe your ideas clash, maybe your opinions clash. When you get into group energy, there can always be someone who has a difficult energy. So how do you navigate that without feeling like, oh, I want to leave the group, versus you hold your center and know that you have a place there? Sometimes people are on their journey where they still have a lot of growth to go through, and yet they could be the most outspoken person in the group. Doesn't mean that they've got the most knowledgeable ideas or ways of looking at life. They could just be loud, right? So Spirit's saying, in terms of when it comes to group energy, you've got to just remain and stay in your own balanced state of being, even when you can't, because this is part of your life lesson. Particularly if you don't enjoy group energy, but you'd like to be connected to others. All right, let's have a look at you feeling at home within self, no longer searching outside of self for home. Oh, you got the angel of love here. Some of you definitely got to focus on love, finding love, and absolutely knowing your worth, valuing self, living in the present moment. So this is the journey you're taking to get to here. Whether you're a guy or a girl. Yeah, and you're in your higher states of consciousness, the crown chakra. So you're on a beautiful journey of transformation and ascension. So you're walking away from an old version of self that may have been more easily kind of triggered into states of anxiety, which is self-generated, by the way. So you are learning to manage your emotional states, your mental states, so that you are in more balance. Well done. All right, let's pull you some guidance from the Goddess Guidance deck. Having a look at your energy here with your Spirit saying you need to do a cleanse. Could be the physical body. You're trusting your intuition on what you need to take action on. There is nothing holding you stuck. Spirit saying you've got the world at your feet. There is some kind of contract you're waiting on, or it's coming in. Okay, Spirit saying ask for help if you need it. Even if it's advice, a sounding board. That wants to come out, get hold of it. All right, now you're being called to be strong. You're stronger than you think you are. And you're just feeling extra sensitive and emotional. So you need to manage your sensitivity. You may be somebody that is intrinsically sensitive. So sensitivity can actually be inherited. And sometimes if that resonates with you, then you're always going to be sensitive. It's who you are. So this can be particularly troublesome when you're trying to work with group energies, because you can be highly sensitive to criticism. Could be in the workplace, could be in friendships, could be in family, could definitely be in group energy. We don't know people very well, which means that you'd have to gradually extend the time you spend in group energy. And to make yourself feel comfortable, really what you've got to do is hold your center. And if you struggle with sensitivity and you have the fight and flight response go off when you're in group energy, then it's almost like you've got to ground those feet to the earth, as in the floor beneath you, and feel like they're completely stuck and you're not going to move. And in that moment where you have that fight and flight response, it's just to breathe through it and go, it's actually going to pass. I'm just triggering. It'll pass. You don't have to speak. You don't have to say anything to anyone. Just find that comfort of that feeling passing, and then go, well done. You've actually just overcome an obstacle around your sensitivity. For others, you might want to protect your energy more. You might want to wear specific crystals that protect you. Dragon's blood, jasper bracelets, one worn on each wrist is very helpful. It'll protect your energy in a 3-meter radius. A selenite pendant worn over the heart chakra. It's very good when you're going into difficult situations because it protects the heart chakra. You want to have it on a chain where it sits directly over the heart chakra, about this length. Yeah, it sits right there. I have done an ebook and masterclass on emotional sensitivity if it's something you feel like you struggle with, in terms of how to manage that sensitivity. You could be an empath or a super empath, which is a different level of sensitivity, yeah, which means you'll really absorb the energies of those around you. So you'll only be able to take group energy for a limited amount of time, and then you'll need to go and cleanse your own energy, and it's almost like decompress from it. Yeah. I've also done a masterclass and ebook on empaths and super empaths if you want to learn how to protect your energy more. I'll link them in here. You can find them in the products attached to this video. All right, let's have a look at purity here, which is a lot of you working on releasing the past. Your door to personal healing and happiness is open. Spirit's got your back. And again, a message to connect with others here. Yeah, Spirit's saying you need to be bold, take risks, be daring, get out of your comfort zone. So you might be exploring and experimenting with joining new groups. Okay, there is a new golden opportunity coming in related to career and finances. You're hoping for one, waiting on one coming in, and you've just got to stay focused on what it is that makes you happy and move yourself forward. Please, a conscious choice. All right, let's have a look at you finding inner peace. For some of you, doing your spiritual practices, reading your own oracle brings you that sense of peace. There's definitely a love interest here that's spiritual, and a need to be in balance between your masculine and your feminine energies. Yeah, it's a time of endings and beginnings in your life, releasing the old, the past. There's a new version of yourself emerging. Some of you are like, yeah, I'm ready for love. You're also very independent, so that's a key strength of yours. And you're also very good at guiding children. So this could be life path, helping children. It could relate to your own children. All right, let's have a look at this side where there's a big message about you really valuing and appreciating self. You're on this gorgeous healing journey. There is a love interest here. And connecting with others coming through very strongly. Dealing with difficult energies in groups. Oh my God, darlings, you've got purification again. Absolute need to cleanse your energy in the physical body. It's now come through 3 times. Some of you definitely have energy healing ability. So if you want to work as a healer, you do need to be in high vibration. And you got Sedna, infinite supply. Those of you worrying about your money, Spirit's giving you a guarantee that you're going to be okay. You're going to be looked after when it comes to your material needs and your emotional needs. You always co-create that through our intentions. All right, let's put some guidance from the Crystal Healing deck. Oh yeah, some of you, this cleanse that needs to happen is related to the physical body. So you kind of got to ask yourself, have I not been taking care of myself? Have I been eating the wrong things? Have I not been exercising? Big message here around not only the physical body, but the emotional body. Some of you may be on a health kick. Oh, some of you going through a big spiritual awakening. I'm not surprised. Okay, and you've got communication here. So how you communicate with others is going to be super important. This is part of your healing journey. There could also be some messages going on between you and someone else, a love interest. Also, your children are there. And regularly need to ground and balance your energy out in Mother Earth. This is to anchor and center yourself. And Spirit's saying you may get messages through your dream state or some funny dreams coming through. And regularly need some time to relax and unwind, quiet time for self. All right, let's put some guidance from the Messenger Oracle. Oh, you've got to know your power. So everything you're going through right now is to get you into personal power. You've got the horse there, which is you taking the reins of your own life. And to embrace the feminine. So this is your softer side. It's like you can now relax if, particularly if you've struggled with like boundary setting or communicating or using your voice. Spirit's saying, playing hardball, you don't need to do that anymore. You can feel confident in group energy and connecting with others and still be in your feminine energy, which is your relaxed side, whether you're a guy or a girl. There's a lot going on there about fertility. So it can also be your creative side, doing creative things. And you've got Onagaya here. So doing your part to protect Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Could be a passionate cause of yours. Oh, okay. All right. Spirit's giving you a big warning right now. Listen up. This energy that's hostile, that's possibly in group energy, Spirit's saying be vigilant. You need to watch your back, right? And also be without malice, which means you be the bigger person. So don't overreact to this person. This person's trying to get under your skin on purpose, trying to trigger. Now, they may be trying to trigger different people, not only you. They don't have a great energy and their intent is not good. Okay, why is it coming out? Oh, Spirit's saying the key to that is for you to nourish your soul and just pamper yourself and protect yourself. I'd suggest what's happening there is possibly you may have people that come to spiritual groups just to agitate, meaning they're not there for the right reason. So they may not believe in the group whatsoever. They may be there just to voice. It's almost like, you know, when somebody's a little bit radical in terms of what their views are. And they just want to get a message out to everyone. They don't really care what anybody else thinks. They're not really interested in anyone else's opinions except their own. Be mindful of that because they could be doing it. And particularly if somebody takes a dislike to you in a group, it could be the light that you carry within yourself, meaning you're high vibing. So someone may feel uncomfortable with your high vibing energy, meaning that they may target you to try and get you to leave a group, where that could be their intent all along. And Spirit's saying you belong there. Use your voice. Oh, geez, interesting energy. That's going to be a test for you, and it's coming as a specific test to see how well you handle group energy. And hold your center, my loves. Wow. All right, let's pull you some guidance from your animal spirit guides. Oh, you got the mouse spirit. It says right now, tend to the small things. So Spirit's saying don't leave, you know, things that you have to pay attention to. It could be things like bills, documents, important things. Oh, you got the seahorse spirit. It says watch and wait. I think you might find this person gets themselves ejected out of this group based on how they're showing up. Yeah, you've got the owl spirit. Says you see clearly now. So if you were confused before, because sometimes we can be flummoxed when there's someone we don't really know very well and they target us in a group, right? It could be in a social setting. You're going like, well, that was awkward. And you think of all the things you should have said after whatever it happens, right? Because often it'll take you by surprise. And then it'll suddenly dawn on you why it's happened. It's really got nothing to do with who you are. It's more about how a person feels about themselves and the world in general. You've got the sandpiper spirit here. It says you just stay playful, upbeat. The key to dealing with these people is because all they're looking to do is trigger, is not to be triggered, because then they have no power over you whatsoever. None. Become unbothered. What does that look like? Well, it looks like, firstly, if somebody kind of wants to trigger, they're usually trying to find something about you, and then they'll say something passive aggressive. So they might ask you a question, and then they'll totally denigrate you in the second half of their response to you, right? Could be slightly on the narcissistic scale. So it's almost like you give very blank answers to questions. You don't give someone like that personal information. If somebody says something really odd, like they're trying to trigger you, just go, oh, that's interesting. If they're really trying to trigger you, could go, I don't know why you said that. Like, what do you mean? Then they have to explain themselves, which then shows their intent. Yeah. Or just move on and talk to someone else. Give them no airtime, darling. Yeah, you've got the pig spirit. Spirit saying you need to use your mind wisely. So do not overthink this situation. Don't let it get to you. For some of you, it may not affect you, but it's coming through quite strongly that part of your healing process here, and you've done a lot of work on self, is you managing your sensitivity and group energy. All right, let's have a look and see what's going on with your chakras. Oh my God, darlings, you pulled community 3 times. So you're meant to hear this message. Absolutely meant to hear this message. Your physical body's come through twice. Some of you definitely need to have a look at your physical body in terms of health and wellness. Spirit saying, and this, I'm guaranteed this is the emotional body coming out. So both the physical body and the emotional body need a cleanse. And quite a few of you are doing healing around community, groups, friendships. It's almost, I don't think it's your friendship circle. It's more the groups and soul tribes you want to connect with. All right, let's have a look at who you're connected to in the spirit realm, divine gifts and talents. Oh, Spirit's saying you're divinely protected. Oh, they so got your back. Yeah. Or you're connected to the ancient soul tribes. You've got a very ancient soul. And you're getting downloads of your DNA light codes, definitely going through a spiritual awakening. So your DNA light codes are, it's almost like your soul imprint, where your soul's been in past lives. So your divine gifts and talents coming back to you. There could be things where, for example, I'll give you a simple example, like crystal healing. You might not have had a fascination with crystal healing, but then when you're going through a spiritual awakening, you suddenly know what certain crystals are without even knowing how you know, right? That's your DNA light codes, your past life information coming through. You would have been healing with crystals in a past life. All right, let's have a look at your life path guidance. Oh, you love running with your ideas. Now, there's the spirit of someone very creative, entrepreneurial, could even be in the workplace. Well, some of you are thinking of changing careers right now. And you got the spirit of an entrepreneur. So some of you may be thinking of running your own business or running with your own ideas. All right, let's pull your crowning energy from the Pegasus Oracle. Or you pulled the winged Pegasus of air. So some of you definitely craving your freedom. Let's pull you up the guidance. It says Sagis, Pegasus, winged guardian and spiritual master of the element of air, brings sacred signals that you're entering a fresh phase of freedom, opportunity, unimpeded progress and expansion. After a period of emotional upheaval or physical stagnancy, here is the power to unlearn patterns and integrate one's experiences to evolve and create in new and beneficial ways. The gifts of this blessing including awakening to clear perspectives, expansion into greater realms of endeavor and success, and the ability to commit to tasks that honor your soul. Significant movement can be attained now if you're willing to try. You might have felt blocked by obstacles, but you're actually in a spiritual holding pattern, meant to keep you safe until you were strong enough to move forward whilst maintaining your center. The time has come, test your wings. Trust you have the inner resourcefulness and intuitive ability to sense subtle truths and find your way into freedom. Your intuition can be enhanced as you detach emotionally and allow your perception to become increasingly astute. You will understand any issues that are troubling you from a higher perspective. Feel renewed enthusiasm and trust that a loving pathway into freedom is destined for you. An influential and liberating cycle is at hand. Well done, darlings. You've done a lot of work on yourselves. Give yourselves a big pat on the back. All right, those are your messages. Love to hear how this reading resonates for you. Do reach out if you need extra guidance with the personal reading at this time. They are open. And for now, much love, much light. Namaste.